True peace, kins. We the people have no representative government. Just came out today, man. Peep the slang. It has comes to this. We, the American people, no longer have a true representative form of government. We are now saddled with the assembly of people elected to office who simply do not understand the U.S. Constitution, its mandates, its limits, its requirements, its obligations. Our government, wildly unrecognizable from that the Constitution lays out, simply does not represent the people, period. While we may currently have a president who has tried his hardest to stand for the American every man instead of the special interests, the potentates, and the oligarchs, we have a Congress that immediately forgets that their sole role is to represent their constituents and their states the microsecond after they are elected to office. While we have a president who has done more to give relief to the American everyman, we have nine cowards on the U.S. Supreme Court who have abdicated their obligation to the U.S. Constitution and instead have made ducking their responsibilities inventing ways to never have to rule on questions of constitutionality and award winning art, the last straw for the judicial branch, and I say again that they are a bunch of conniving cowards and should serve as the catalyst for intense, rapid, and abrupt change in government at the federal level. The last straw came in their scheduling a constitutional argument related to the 2020 general election results for after the inauguration. The justices this week set a reply deadline for Pennsylvania Secretary of State Kathy Hochul and the other respondents named in the case of January 22nd. The campaign had asked for the Supreme Court to order those on the other side of the litigation to respond by Wednesday and have reply briefs from the Trump campaign submitted by Thursday. It also asked the court to rule by January 6th, but the court did not oblige, it was reported. This means that by the time Bokovar and the others the Trump campaign is seeking to take to the Supreme Court even respond to the petition, President-elect Joe Biden will already be sworn in. At that point, the court could simply decline to hear the case, saying it is moot or impossible from them to resolve at that point. To put it in layman's terms, the U.S. Supreme Court has decided the election without issuing a ruling. They have raised a gigantic, cowardly middle finger to the people of the United States for a second time. So please answer me this. If we have a federal government that does not serve the people it was created to serve, why do we even have a federal government? The Congress does not serve the people. Even as the people lose their jobs and businesses because of fake pandemic, Congress doles out 2.1 trillion to foreign entities and gives each taxpayer 600 of our own tax money back. That's serving the people. The U.S. Supreme Court, as well as the useless federal district courts and appeal courts, refuse to rule constitutionally on matters directly related to the survival of the republic. If they rule at all, and that is supposed to be serving the public or having fidelity to the U.S. Constitution, we are a union of 50 states with 50 state constitutions that are sovereign. As it stands, we effectively have no federal government that represents the people. Now that this is self evident, we should revisit the words of our founders. We hold these truths to be self evident that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, that to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men, deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed, that whenever any form of government becomes destructive of these ends, it is the right of the people to alter or to abolish it, and to institute new government, laying its foundation on such principles and organizing its powers in such form as to them shall seem most likely to affect their safety and happiness.